Hi guys, Craig DiLouie is back with a new title, My Ex The Antichrist. So this one's a kind of faux true crime book about the band The Shivers, the rise and then the big tragic fall, from their early days, the blood-soaked riots at their concerts, to the day, at the height of their fame, lead singer Lily Lawless confessed to a murder 10 years before. The band agreed to finally break their silence and tell their story in a series of interviews, revealing a tale of prophecy, death, the end of the world, and a really, really bad breakup. A new Craig DiLouie novel is always an automatic read for me. I've covered Children of Red Peak, episode 13, How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive, maybe another one. I'm not sure. I feel like there's another one. That I've read. He has more books than that. Anyway, every time I've enjoyed the way he seems to really enjoy, he has fun writing a scary story. This time around, the book is structured as a series of interviews with the band members, each telling their side of the story. A bit like Daisy Jones and the Six meets The Omen, basically. The book is broken into sections, so sort of like very long chapters. It's no spoiler to say that Lily's boyfriend, the man she started the band with, is the Antichrist. It's an interesting concept. On the one hand, it allows for some gory and eerie storytelling, and on the other, allows the author to explore some ideas about what this person would be like if they were real. If Jesus was a little reluctant to be the Messiah, for example, might the Antichrist not also feel a little the same way? The idea that a musician might be linked with the devil or with evil is an old one, and the idea that some kinds of music are of the devil is not new. But would that mean that the Antichrist would be someone charming or somebody visibly monstrous, rubbing his clawed hands together in glee, or more of a pawn in a game designed to bring about the end of the world? Would he be seductive or compelling? The author uses this book to talk about some philosophical aspects of this idea, as well as a love of all things music. While I did like this book, I don't generally love books that are like fake interviews and articles like this one. For me, they end up losing some tension and pacing in this writing style, which is fine when it's a certain genre of story where you don't need that tension and pacing too much. But I think horror, more specifically, or action might be another good example. It needs the immediacy of a different format, generally, in my opinion. So this got a little bogged down for me, cutting between characters all telling the same story, and it just felt a little bit overlong. Because it was musicians being interviewed, there was a lot of musical detail as well, which is a little bit lost on me. I'm not very musical. So this wasn't my favorite of the author's work so far, but I did enjoy it. Something I really did like was the way things kind of switch up a bit in the last quarter. There's like a bit of a, maybe not a twist, but a sort of like, okay, this is happening, and it's kind of goes in this direction. And it took a turn in a way that was really fun and creative. And there are also a couple of really gory, splattery horror scenes as things really get going at this point as well. So overall, definitely not a bad sort of spooky season read, or if you like your horror books, I'd say check it out. This is going to be perfect for you if you are one of those people that's like a horror fan and like a music fan, which I think is often an overlapping crowd. There's a certain kind of music that goes with horror movies really well. So yeah, a little slow and dry in places, but it definitely has its gory charms as well. I did think while reading this one, this is another one of Craig DiLouie's that I feel like would be a really interesting movie as well, as long as it wasn't done like as a documentary. I feel like it could be kind of just a fun, like a splatter slasher type film. But anyway, thank you to Hachette Book Group for the ARC of this book for a review. Always appreciated. And have you read Craig DiLouie? Or is there a book of his that you really liked or didn't like? I would love to know. I haven't read all of his works, but I do always look out for them when they come out. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd always love to hear that. And thank you for joining me.